Okay, let's learn about Webserver. What do you need to know about Webserver as a web developer? A web server is just something that houses your web platform online. That is just it. Is that tools or the infrastructure that makes your web platform available for people to access online. Now we have already made the establishment that before a user can access your web platform online, they must be connected to the internet. Also, before someone can also access your web platform online, your web platform must be on the internet. So web server is the infrastructure that makes that possible. Okay, a web server is made up of supercomputers that are always connected to the internet. Okay, just like your laptop or a system, but the infrastructure is set up like it has the right software, it has the right storage capacity, and it also has the right connectivity. Like a web server is always connected to the internet. That is why anytime, any day, anywhere in the world, if you go over online and search for a web platform, you always have access to it, because the web server is always connected to the internet and also ready at any given time to provide or to make available the document that is stored in it. So this is just the role of web server when it comes to the function of accessing web platform online. Now web server also make available all the infrastructures that makes your web platform to live on the internet, include storage device. Okay, your web platform is going to be made up of like content, images, text, videos, and all that. Okay, so you can store all these things in your web server. That is the storage aspect of your a web server. You also have security so that people don't easily access your document online and take your files and everything. Okay, now this is also security aspect of web server. We also have the database. Database is like keeping records of all your platform, of the activities that goes on your platform. Now these are some of the components of web server. These are the things that when put together make up the infrastructure of your web server. Now let me show you what it looks like. Now this is the picture we use to explain about domain name, and this is what we define as the web server in the explanation. Now as you can see, this is actually how a web server looks like: a computer that is always connected to the internet. As you can see, also is connected to the World Wide Web. If you can relate, as we explained in previous class about how all web servers are connected to the World Wide Web. Now this shows you that this web server also is connected to the World Wide Web and is also connected to the internet. So when a user searches for information with the browser, okay, it connects with the domain name. The domain name connects to the domain name server, and with help of IP address, it now locates the web server where the web document, the web files, and everything is stored, which is also connected to the internet. Okay, that means another user can be doing this from another location. Once it picks the files from the web server, which is connected to the World Wide Web, it now presents it to the user. Okay, now you see the role of the server in this function. It has all the infrastructure when it comes to storage, security, database, etc., to make your web platform available for your user on the internet. Okay, now for you as a web developer, the process of making your web platform available on a server is what is known as web hosting. Okay, is what is known as web hosting. Now don't worry if also this is sounding overwhelming. These are not things you're gonna get technical with. Okay, just like I explained earlier about the domain name server, you don't really need to go through this. There are companies who are already in charge of this. All you need to do is pay them. They will register your domain name for you. Also with web hosting, web server, you don't need to go over providing web server for yourself. You don't need to get into that aspect. It's going to be more time consuming and energy exhausting. Okay, so it's better you use a third party. There are companies that this is their duty. They provide hosting service for web developers or for individual organizations and all that. So all you need to do is just pay them. They provide you access. You'll be able to upload your web document there. You can manage. They give you access also to manage your web document on the server and all that. All you that is just what you need to do. Your web document or web platform will be online, okay, and people can always access it day in day out. So that is just how the web server also works in the process of making web platform available for people online. Now, if you have gotten idea about the domain name, you have also gotten idea about how the web server works. Now, how about the web document itself, the web platform itself? How do you go about creating it as a smart web developer? We'll look at that in the next class.